You want to live near the mountains. You want to be able to be outdoors, lickety split. You want freeway access. You want great schools, great community, shopping, dining choices, and just an overall great quality of life. Well, if you are matching this criteria, then you're going to want to listen to what I have to say about Ahwatukee, which is South Phoenix, but it's on the south side of South Mountain. Don't be fooled, because this is a very unique part of Phoenix, and you got to know what zip codes to look at. So don't go anywhere, because I'm going to get at it right after this. Hello, this is Cheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if you are looking for information on where to live, work, play, buy, rent to own, this is your channel. So make sure you subscribe, please. Like the buttons, share it with your friends, comment below. Let me know what you're looking for when you are ready to make the move. Pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, or weekends. We got you back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Let's not waste any more time and get at it right now. I'm telling you guys, this is the mecca of Phoenix area. The greater Phoenix area has so many different pockets, and I wouldn't call it a neighborhood. It's truly called an area. It's called Ahwatukee. And I'm telling you, this particular part of Phoenix, which is the furthest south Phoenix, but not to be construed with South Phoenix. It's on the south side of South Mountain. Confused yet? Yeah. So that's why you need to give us a call, because we'll make sure you get into the 3 magic zip codes. That is 85044, 045, and 048. Very different building in each of those zip codes. And here's the thing. The entire area is nestled up against South Mountain. So you have a choice of 51 different trails to go hiking at a moment's notice. And how do I know that? Because you'll find this girl on the trail quite often with my pup, very often. Look, when you live at the base of a mountain, I'm telling you, the people that are in this community are the same outdoorsy. So many dogs, so many kids, so many outdoor activities. I am telling you, the views here are unbelievable. But then there's the rest of living, right? So let's first talk about the cost of living in the greater Phoenix area. I am so happy to report that with our market change as a result of the interest rates going up in mid-2022, we are now seeing more and more affordable housing. But here's the best part. Not only is it more and more affordable, but we have some really motivated sellers. This particular area, if you are in the $400,000 to $600,000 price point, right now at the time of this video, the beginning of March, we're seeing almost 60% of the sellers helping the buyer out. Whoa, we're talking free money here. And one of those great opportunities is buying your interest rate down or closing costs. So we're talking some really good benefits, even though interest rates are higher. That can help you get into a home now where there are fewer buyers in the market and more homes to choose from. Let me tell you, at the peak of our market, we were really seeing, honestly, less than like 10 homes to choose from in all 3 zip codes and all 3 price points. I'm telling you, this area is high demand. And let me tell you, proximity. This is one of the best, highly rated areas that's central to the greater Phoenix area. You are surrounded by Interstate 10 and the new 202, which can get you north, south, east, or west like that. You have great freeway access. You have access to downtown Phoenix. You have access to the airport, downtown Tempe, downtown Chandler is a hop and a skip. There's all kinds of shopping within 10-15 minutes in so many different directions. Look, if you're a shopping mall kind of person, which I actually went to the mall yesterday and got myself a belated birthday gift. That's kind of nice every once in a while, right? I'm not a big mall person, but when I want to go to the mall, there's Chandler Fashion Square, only 10 minutes away from Ahwatukee, and there's Arizona Mills, which is really fun for the kids. It's kind of a combo mall and also outlets. But you want to talk about outlets? We're talking true outlet malls right on over at Wild Horse Pass. And if you're talking real outlet malls, We're right over by Wild Horse Pass, and they have not only an amazing hotel. In fact, that is where one of the Super Bowl teams stayed at. I can't remember which one. And there's also a casino. So if you're looking for nightlife, not only is there Wild Horse Pass, but there's Vequiva on the other side of South Mountain, and there's also Lone Butte. So not that I'm not a gambler, but the neat thing about being by the casinos is there's all kinds of events and brunches and super fun things that when you have a special occasion, you might want to go and enjoy. But the outlet malls at Wild Horse Pass is a ton of fun all year round, and you can get some fantastic deals. If you're looking for like regular shopping, Ahwatukee is mostly housing. So you're going to find yourself closer down to Interstate 10, and you have choices of every kind of grocery store you can think of once you get down closer to the freeway. You also have AJ's Fine Foods, which is kind of that upscale type of grocery store. The closest Whole Foods and the closest Sprouts are going to be about a 15-20 minute drive. So it's not completely impossible. It's just not right in Ahwatukee. If you're a Sam's Club girl like I am, it is literally right on the other side of 10. That's considered Chandler, but it's a hop and a skip across the freeway. And then there's a Costco right behind Chandler Fashion Square. So there's within a 10-15 minute drive, you can get just about anywhere. You can get to movie theaters. There's all kinds of dog parks. There's tons of restaurants. Everything from local taco shops to, of course, every fast food you can imagine, and everything in between. Lots of mom and pop shops, some great local sports bars. And you know what I love about the Phoenix area as a whole? I love the entrepreneurial lifestyle. And that is why I really love Arizona as a whole too, because when I go back home to California, all you see are corporate restaurants, which if you are really a stickler for corporate restaurants, we have them here too. But I love all the one-off owner operated restaurants in all the different areas. This particular area, one of the funnest sports bars, there's two of them. One of them is called CK's, and the other one is called Tukee's, which is short for Ahwatukee. Used to be a Hooters bar. Remember those back in the day? The restaurants? That's what we used to call them. Anyways, those are super fun local sports bars. And then some of my favorite restaurants in the area, Vabeni, I actually just went there recently with a girlfriend. They have live music several nights a week, and you can do a little bit of dancing, and that's going to be Italian food. And there's another one that I love. I love the outdoor, and I love the charcuterie style type of eating, and that's called the Living Room. And the Living Room is located right in front of the movie theaters at Ray Road and Interstate 10. And also my favorite sushi place right there is Raw Sushi. So there is a lot of choices living in the Ahwatukee area. If you're thinking about kids and what's going on for the kids, first of all, I can't say enough great things about the outdoors and activities right here in Ahwatukee. Again, really close, right on the other side of Interstate 10, there is a store called REI. If you're not familiar with it, REI is a big outdoor type of store, and you can sign up for free classes, and then they also have some for paid for classes for the kids, so you can learn all about desert living. You can learn about all the different cacti and how they survive in the desert climate, and learn about the different plants and animals and wildlife. And yes, when you live on the mountain, or should I say up next to the mountain, you're going to be right by the wildlife. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to say if you have a little tiny puppy dog, you're not going to want to let them outside by themselves. We are also a huge bird sanctuary. We have a lot of very large birds that live in Arizona. We have one of the most populated different types of species in Arizona. We have a lot of bird watchers that come here. And we do have some eagles. So you don't want your little dog or cat picked up by one of the bigger birds. and also the coyotes. You can hear the coyotes sometimes as the sun starts to go down. I'm not kidding you. You hear them howling. In fact, there's been times when I have been on the trail and I can hear them, and I'll say to someone else that's on the trail, I'm like, can you hear that? And they're like, yeah, what is that? I'm like, that's the coyotes. And they're like, no way. Yes way. And there's also javelinas in these mountains. So you want to be careful. You're living up against, actually it's the United States, it's the nation's largest city-owned and operated park in the entire country. And it is South Mountain. And if you're on this side, this is where the majority of the living is. And on the north side, there's even more trails, and they are starting to build there. But again, it's not Ahwatukee, but they have horseback riding on the north side. So there's so many things for the kids right in this area. Absolutely love it. Fantastic schools over here. This is part of Kyrene School District. Kyrene borders parts of this part of the Ahwatukee, the South Phoenix area, and then the other part is in Chandler. It also has fantastic high schools. Desert Vista is where my son went to school. And there is also, if you're not familiar with Basis schools, top rated nationally, the Ahwatukee location is in, obviously, Ahwatukee. So there's a lot of school choices here. Great for commuter people. So if you're not working in the general area, if you're over in Intel, if you're in Chandler, if you're in Tempe, if you're in Phoenix, I'm telling you, this is a great location because you have great freeway access. They have been working on Interstate 10 for the last couple of years, and it is still under construction. It's amazing to see how wide they're widening it. So we have already seen a huge relief of that, the massive traffic. That's absolutely painful, which, by the way, it's nothing even close to compare to California or Houston or anything like that. But we have seen a 4-lane go to a 6-lane, and they're already widening it again. I'm telling you, and there's no toll bridges in Arizona. Yes. And there's also only 2.5% state income tax. Yes. We have some of the lowest property taxes in the entire country. Yes. Oh my gosh. It is still a wonderful place to live. And even though it's absolutely miserable to live in, not gonna lie, in July and August, the rest of the year is absolutely outstanding. And you're just going to learn to love the outdoors in the greater Phoenix area. I'm telling you. And living in Ahwatukee, you are going to appreciate the outdoors, even if you don't just yet. Your dog's going to want to go for a walk at least 2 times a day. I'm telling you, you are going to know all the neighbors' dogs. You're not going to know your neighbors' names, but the dogs' names you're going to know. And here's the great thing that I was trying to get at that I interrupted myself. We have over almost 100 homes currently, single family homes. That's not even including condominiums. We have almost 100 homes. I know that sounds kind of small when you think about it, but we have 100 homes in the Ahwatukee area that are currently on the market right now. That's again compared to the 10 that I was talking about just a couple of years ago. So we do have 10 times the inventory. But sometimes when you watch what's going on in the media, it doesn't report the accurate, really how it feels. Because when you think about it, 100 homes to choose from in every price range is not a lot. The price range currently starts in the low 400s, which I am telling you, 2 years ago, you couldn't touch a home in this area for under 500. So thankfully, we've seen some of that false inflation that we had in late 2021 just kind of wash away. I know some people are hoping that the bottom will fall out, but you know what? It's not going to happen. And when you look at what's going on, now they're even talking about maybe the recession's not going to happen because the job market won't quit. And I'll tell you, one of the things that Phoenix is extremely strong with is the job market. Our jobs are exceeding our housing. And so as long as people continue to move here and people are starting to make more money in the greater Phoenix area, Now is a fantastic time when the rest of those buyers aren't out there and you have to come out of pocket and overcompete. And with builders now not requesting as many building permits, I think we're going to see a bottleneck in the next few years. But here's the thing, Ahwatukee does not have any new construction. This is all existing. There is one little spot, and I don't even want to talk about it yet because they don't have it fully approved, but there's one little spot where there might be some new construction, but we're still probably not talking more than 100 homes. So if you are thinking about moving in the Southeast Valley where you're close to absolutely everything, you kind of have that bougie area, but it's not quite Scottsdale. You have easy access, freeways, shopping, dining, meeting new friends, hanging out, all kinds of things to do outside. You are going to love Ahwatukee, and now is the great time to get in there, especially if sellers are going to help you as a buyer. If you're thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, give me a call. I'd love to help you figure out that pinpoint, that area that you're looking for, so that you can figure out where the right place is for you. So pick up the phone, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. These nights or weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Until next time, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.